Shalom, this is your brother Tazaya Amar of GMS Valdosta, Georgia, coming out with another weekly lesson, and I pray that it be edifying. But first we're going to give all praises and glorifications to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rekakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of GMS for teaching us the true knowledge and understanding of these scriptures. I want to say Shalom and a harp to all the brothers and sisters that's striving and thriving in this same true doctrine. Shalom. Today's lesson is pretty much based upon not letting all these worldly distractions deter us from being from continuing to be rooted and grounded in this truth. You know, there's so much going on in this world. You know, it's we often bring out here, you got wars and rumors of wars. You got different calamities in diverse places, earthquakes, floods, you name it, diseases, etc. But we must remember that all these distractions and calamities are to keep us pretty much off guard, you know, to make us lose focus. And with that being said, my first scripture is going to be the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. You know, as I said, you know, these different atrocities and calamities that's going on across the world, you know, and some of them local. You know, we just recently had a shooting at the mall. Imagine that. The big city coming to the small towns now. Imagine that. It's not even safe to go to the malls now in little small towns. And I'm going to read that again. The book of 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. You know, as we stay rooted and grounded in this world, we know that these things are to be expected. We know these things are, at some point in time, they're going to roost. You know, they're going to happen in our backyard. You know, on our front doorsteps. Without a doubt. But we are not to be discouraged because, we already been warned. We already know. You know, so as the saying go, if you're ready, you ain't got to get ready. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. So we're in that time now. As the apostle tell us, keep your head on a swivel. You know, be circumspect. You know, beware of your surroundings. Be particular about your surroundings. You know, your goings and comings. You know, as I said earlier, you know, it's pretty much not safe to go anywhere now. You're not, even in your own house. You know, it's dangers lurking in your own house. With that, my next scripture is going to be the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 10. Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. You know, imagine that. You know, you just going about your daily activity, and Popo roll up on you for what they call it, you're You fit the description. You know, that's one of their main tools they pull out of their toolbox. You fit the description of someone did this or did that. And hey, just by fitting description, you can end up in the morgue and be totally innocent. And guess what? They got people in place, situations in place that, hey, it'll just get swept up under the rug. You know, they could have what they call a throwdown. That's a weapon that they can plant on you after they done justifiably killed you. And claim that, hey, they fear for their life. That's all they got to say. They fear for their life. And every thing they have to demonize you, they'll bring it out. They'll even bring up when you stole a candy bar when you was 8 years old. You know, you stole an Almond Joy when you was 8 years old. You pulled a little girl hair in kindergarten. And with that being said, I'm going to read that again. Revelation chapter 2 verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. You know, as the scripture says, you may be tried. You know, hey, we are in trying times now. Without a doubt. You know, and by me saying we are in trying times, look, there's situations that are going to arise that, hey, going to test your faith. You know, see as you rooted and grounded. You know, because Satan know who he already has and who he has to get. So he coming after you. If you rooted and grounded in this word, he coming after you. You're the one he won't. He could care less about those reprobates. You know, those degenerates. He got them lock, stock, and barrel. Signed, sealed, and delivered. It's you so hopeful elect that he won't. You prime choice. The finest cut of meat. An Israelite. That's the cut he wants. That's speaking on butcher terms. Anyway, back to the book of Revelation. Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore, rejoice, ye heaven, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitant of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knows that he has but a short time. These devils are running out of time, hey. And as they're running out of time, they're running out of patience. You know, they're like a wounded animal that's been cornered now. So hey, they're coming out with full force, all 4 feet, as the saying go. And why wouldn't they? Hey, their rulership is coming to an end. Their kingdom is slowly crumbling. brick by brick, stone by stone, beam by beam, pillar by pillar. It's crumbling. And rightfully so. Why shouldn't it? This is the most wicked society known to mankind. More wickedness than Sodom and Gomorrah. More wicked than Babylon itself. Old Babylon. Revelation chapter 12, once again, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. But woe to the inhabitant of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he has but a short time. You know, anything running out of time, you know, that knows that it's a life or death situation. Hey, they're gonna go all out. So don't be surprised if one day you wake up and hey, there's a whole regiment of soldiers outside of your front door. And you're going to either go along or you're going to get along. And by that I mean, hey, possibility you're going to be shipped off to a FEMA camp. And they ain't going to be nowhere local because they know that, okay, if you end up somewhere local, that your chances of escaping is greater because you know you're surrounded. But they pretty much going to take you to an isolated place that you never been before. You have no idea of your surroundings, you know. You don't know how to get from point A to point B. It's all going to be by design. Trust me, these devils got a plan now. But we know that at the end time, hey, they belly shall not be full. Hey, they're going to backfire on them. They're going to be like a cheap pistol. They're going to blow up in their face. With that, I'm finna move to the book of St. John, chapter 16. St. John 16, starting at verse 1. Yeah. These things have I spoken unto you, that ye should not be offended. They shall put you out of the synagogue. Yea, the time cometh that whosoever killeth you will think that he doeth the Most High service. You know, that's a sad situation. These people are going to actually think that they're doing the will of the Most High, that they have been ordained by the Most High to do to come against this hopeful elect. Not only them, they're going to be family members, so-called friends, so-called associates. They're going to turn on you. People that you thought were your friend, hey, or you trusted, they're going to throw you. They're going to throw you to the pike like a piece of raw meat, and they ain't gonna think nothing about it. And with that, I'm finna move. My last scripture is gonna be the book of Romans, chapter 11, starting at verse 7. Romans chapter 11, verse 7. What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for. But the election have attained it, and the rest were blinded. You know, this goes to show you that, hey, this is the prayer that King David had prayed. You know, cried out to the Most High. You know, because he knew that it was going to be a group of people, a certain amount of people that, hey, that didn't even deserve to know the truth because of their wickedness. Romans chapter 11, verse 8. According as it is written, the Most High has given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day. You know, and that was by design. You know, hey, the Most High have given some people the eyes that they can't see, ears that they cannot hear, because they're wicked. They're just pure wicked through and through. They have no desire to come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments. They are flourishing in this wicked society, which is a snare in itself. And David said, "Let their table be made a snare, and a trap." As I say, some people are flourishing, and they think they living their best life. You know, in this wicked society, you know, they playing with the devil tools, and they somehow you know, hey, they think they're succeeding, but in actuality, only thing they doing is they're like someone in quicksand. The more they wiggle, the more they move, the deeper they sink. And eventually, hey, it's gonna be to their demise. Romans chapter 11, starting again at verse 9. And David said, "Let their table be made a snare, and a trap, and a stumbling block." You know, these so-called dangers of this world can become a stumbling block. You know, hey, ill-gotten gains, you know, worldly possessions can become a stumbling block. So-called fiat currency that ain't worth the paper that it's written on, hey, can be misleading and detrimental. And I'm going to read that verse again. Romans chapter 11, verse 9. And David said, "Let their table be made a snare, and a trap, and a stumbling block, and a recompense unto them." As I said, hey, these ill-gotten gains, you know, these worldly possessions, this fiat currency, hey, can very well be your demise. As the scriptures say, what if a man should gain the whole world and lose his soul? And with that being said, I'm going to close out. All praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rekakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of GMS, Great Millstone, for teaching us the true knowledge and understanding of this 100% truth. I want to say shalom in a heart to all the brothers and sisters that's striving and thriving in this same 100% true doctrine. Shalom.